Who sent you a message?
The other one of the teams. Alright, I think we will give it a shot.
Okie dokie. And they haven't said if they're ready or not.
Ready for battle.
Okay. Okay. United Buddies and No Name Brand. Alright. Are United Buddies all a bunch of friends? All a bunch of buddies? All a bunch of buddies? Okay.
Don't think I can switch cameras until they're set,
Yeah, I think it's the same amount of time for regular game, but you can force start it if both teams are ready. Yeah, the Sakudo just extended the... You might have to tell Sakudo to stop extending the timer. That's an abuse of captain privileges. He just asked if they knew how to ready in match chat, so maybe he was being a nice person.
Hello there.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Move out.
Let's see how the first engage with ball here is gonna go. It looks like he's not really taking any space. You're just gonna play around point. Yeah, there's a lot of poke in that comp for United there. Yeah. So red team here is taking a lot of good angles. Oh, but blue got first pick. Oh. Yeah, that's a little tough. I mean, like, if you're gonna be playing ball, you need to be making those hard engages, those first engages. Like, they're kind of at a disadvantage from the get-go there. Even though they got the first pick, there's a lot of spam on both ends. And if your ball is in dive in the back line and, you know, trying to take space like that, then it's gonna be tough. Yeah. Yeah, really good ult cycling actually from the red team there, like not overcommitting. Yeah. But I mean, you could just see the difference in ult charge with the tanks, right? Like blue, he's only 70% to his first mines, whereas red's, 40% to his second gravitic flux here. So yeah, even the damage dealt, like, team is kind of lacking for their tank down there. That was a very slam combo. That was a very good slam combo. Fashion wrecking ball, pile drive.
Barrier unsuccessful.
Yep. Yeah, had to mark the res there perfectly. It was a little bit of an overcommit needed, but hey, if you think you need it.
That was not the expected result.
Yeah, what they need to be doing here though is they really need to be taking a first engage. They didn't lose any players, so everybody was with them. You could have a really good first engage with mines, kind of force some, maybe force Valcal, go for an early pick. Yeah, the ring here. Oh, that was just a perfect combo. Yeah, that was a great combo. Yeah. I mean, granted, blue still does have mines and visor, but it's going to be a tough touch here. Yeah, ball's coming in. Oh, that was a great first pick. All right, here comes the visor. There you go. Okay. Okay, now they just need to focus targets here. It should be a clean sweep here. Oh, I don't really know about that mines. That was Yeah, they do have Beat and Bastion ult coming in here, but we have double support ults on the red team. That was not the pick you wanted. Oh. Great move from the red team Moira. Honestly, in maximum efficiency from the Moira too. I don't know if you noticed, but the moment they faded in, they threw their damage orb to maximize that damage. Surprisingly, they still have one control here. Those were two big picks. Attack visor though. Oh, and they got him after he only got one. So, he didn't want to swap the point here. Yeah, they needed to hold on to that point for as long as they could. Yeah. I think it's a bit too late. Red team here has a full regroup and they're just kind of staggering in, hoping for the best, trying to stall it out. Yeah. That was quite surprisingly a closer game than I would have first thought on the first couple of team fights there. But really good ult cycles, really good ult usage coming in from the red team. Couple overcommits in a couple fights there, but
Ready for battle.
Yeah, but the red team, they did take off hard.
yeah. This is a little bit more of a ball favored map. Just on the early engage and boops here, so maybe that might work out. Yeah. So right now, yeah. Maybe just playing around. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It's the spawn room, so you always play around with different characters in there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Yeah. Oh, get to point first. Set up with the Lucio speed. Yeah, that was a big setup. Though they did leave the Mercy behind. They are playing 5v4 right now. I don't know if Unite's gonna be able to capitalize on this. They left their Mercy behind. Okay, they did get the first early pick. Ooh, Price Carpet really. Dude, he went for a good flank angle there, but kind of caught off with those Symmetra turrets. Drastings though. Very fast beat build. Holy, did not notice that. Yeah. I don't wonder if they're going to engage with beat or use it more defensively here. Oh, they engage with defensive flux here. That is massive. 3 in the air there. Can they follow up though? I don't know about that beat, to be honest with you. Yeah, no, that was again great ult efficiency there. Really, they only used flux. There was like a one, I think the Moira faded off the map by accident, and then you know, just a couple follow-up picks. And honestly, it got the beat out, so that was huge just in itself. But yeah, so we have a beat engage here. They swarm Rice Carpet. And here comes the rest of the ults. They know this is last fight territory, so they may as well just use them as they get them. Oh, huge tire. Yeah. Well, that is map number 1. So it really seems like No Name Brad, you know, there's probably a little bit more calm, a little bit leadership going down on that side. You can see they're playing together really well. They're coordinating their ultimates in terms of comboing and usages. So yeah, that was just a great engage. Great target priority as well on both of the backline.
Yes, yes. So we're gonna take a couple minutes break just to discuss what the next map and everything is, and we'll start up right away.
You know, that first map, despite what we said, you know, it was it turned out to be a pretty close one for the first round, but they just couldn't get a foothold at all in the second one. So kind of, they're probably hoping to be able to bounce back from that.
Yeah, the interesting thing now with going Coliseum is that it's similar in the sense that we're still kind of whoever. It's similar to a push, right? Like it's similar to the King of the Hill, but now we have a bit more mobility on the point. So, are they going to stick with the ball that they had first round? Because that worked decently well. The switch
Yeah,
over
kinda-
to Roadhog kind of was a bit difficult. I mean, the no-name brands fight there with Symmetra and everything kind of slowed down the approach for the blue side for United Buddies.
It was just very, very difficult with both the Sim teleport and the Lucio speed boost to be able to gain control and, you know, set up. And then with the comp that United Buddies had there, it was very kind of flank heavy or death ball-y. It was either one of the two, and unfortunately when you have a Sim set up in her playhouse, there's not much you can do about that. So
But now, with a mobile point, with the robot being pushed, we do have maybe Symmetra isn't as viable this time, right? So we'll see how No Name Brand changes things up. So it looks like they're ready. So let's get started. We'll start with the match. Again, just to repeat, the losing team does have the pick for this map, so they elected to choose Coliseum. Just gonna give both teams a bit of time to set up, see what they choose. So let's take a peek here. Orisa selecting for a mobile tank. That's good. Sticking
it
with
still
the soldier.
seems like they're United. It still seems like United's trying to play a little bit more grouped together, a little more, you know, death ball-y. Just kind of solidarity in numbers here.
5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5.
We'll see.
5.
Looks like our no-name brand's having a bit of fun with the countdown timer. Let's see if they're actually
5.
ready. Do we see the 5 to the 4?
5. 4. 3.
There we go. Now we're started.
1.
Okay, so let's take a look at no-name brand. Here, we have a Diva as the main tank. Sakudo again as their tank. Same DPS, similar DPS as the first round on Legion Tower with the Junkrat and the Soldier, and the Mercy being the common supporting it for both sides.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like the Junkrat is going on a wide flank here. Let's see if okay, Soldier immediately picks that up. I wonder if they'll be able to
Junkrat's doing
to capitalize on the kill.
Junkrat is doing a great job of taking out that turret. That would help a lot.
Great dive by Sakudo to try to help out there. Unfortunately, they couldn't get there in time. But a couple tanks here traded off.
Trying to push that program back. They're trying to
Res coming in.
on the red side.
They are even right now.
Corbin does move out from the soldier.
Drastics with a great flank for the support line here.
The Orisa trying to take out the entire red team on their own. Not working out very well. So it looks like red team has control of the points right now, pushing up 14 meters.
We do have first ultimates coming online right now. Attack Visor coming in for the red team and Molten Core coming in for blue, but
well, the
quick
res, so we can get that turbine already. We'll see if he actually uses it. We have soldier ult and turbine ult and the beat at the same time. So a lot of ults being thrown out. Now we have a Valk as well just to help out with that transition here. So the turret is taking out the Mercy.
honestly, the Torbjorn is a great pick because No Name here, it looks like they prefer having somebody, at least one person running the flank, so that Torbjorn turret kind of is able to minimize the impact they have, or at least help alert the rest of the team to somebody being there.
So we do have a really early visor here. Not super effective, but now we're going to throw off big ults here with the wheel and the D.Va bomb. Taking out
That was a questionable terror surge there, I'll be honest. Could have worked, to be honest. If people aren't aware, it does grant Fortify, so they would have been able to survive the D.Va bomb if they held it past the explosion.
Yes. We're going to have a bit of a reset here for United Buddies. Looking for the staircase, kind of.
Yeah, they do have the ult advantage here with Valve, but that is an early pick.
Very early pick.
Does get rezzed.
So that's one less res, right? They're not going to have that for the next fight.
And we lost the res on the potential Lucio, so it's going to be a single support healing.
Bit of separation on the blue side here. Bit of a miscommunication. Looks like they both went off the different sides of the bridge, which doesn't really work well when you don't have everybody behind that Orisa to protect, right? So.
Deception here, he's getting a little bit of pocket, managed to take out 2.
And the soldier take out the support. No, not quite. And we have a visor
and the
to maybe
tag visor,
yeah,
just to
things
clean
up.
everything up. But during this whole team fight, boy over there, he's back half in the point, kind of bringing it away. So while they are winning the team fight, you know, that's that extra bit of time bought that they might be able to get a full breaker here. And
Only if
prevent
Boy
them.
could get out.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
unfortunately.
would have been
Boy
great, but that was a tall order.
We do have a res on the tank already for this kind of secondary team fight here.
I would like to see them get an aggressive B engage.
There you go, the aggressive beat. They do need to move in with this.
Yeah.
Large utility robot in our control.
With Wilson, we do have that Junkrat ult. They like to use it during this team fight. We do have a D.Va bomb sent out to the back line, taking out the support with the trading DPS
The
skills
3K
there.
from the Junkrat.
Yeah. The Junkrat has been a very, very strong pick for No Name Brand.
So they did get the checkpoint. Here's a little bit of stand ground. They have about 8 seconds for free fight here.
Aw, you must like me.
Couple ults online for United here. Only the full lessons.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit of a strange thing that Orisa did by jumping off the high ground, but I guess she did have the ult to maybe get some picks off it, but not quite what they wanted. Mercy with the res. 50% to an ult.
These are very extended team fights.
Yeah. Very closed off, right? So it's kind of limiting where the D.Va can have that mobility for advantage. So we have the DPS kind of controlling everything, and the Mora controlling everything for No Name Brand. So
Yeah, that was there's about 3 different pockets of fighting in that last team fight there. You know, I think if United was able to kind of consolidate that a little bit more, focus on targets, that would have been a clean win for them.
that was a quick D.Va bomb, second one already. You just used that corner earlier. Great job with getting more and more over. You have a res on blue side.
Back visor.
Unfortunately, the
Not really.
Orisa did not have the spin though to block that, so the soldier was able to take out 2 of their teammates, unfortunately.
Yeah, the tag visor, it's very, very different impacts on both sides here. The Orisa doesn't really have much to mitigate that, so unless they can base tank it with a javelin spin or potentially get a javelin throw there onto the ulting soldier. There's not much they can do. Whereas the D.Va, well now Ryan, but the D.Va had a lot more utility and kind of stopping that. I am kind of a little bit curious about the Ryan pick, because D.Va seems to be working out very well for them, but
yeah. And the Rissa's just gonna walk right through that Rhine shield, so not quite might not be the greatest of choices here. So it looks like blue team is starting to hold the point a little bit longer.
yeah.
Doc being thrown out.
Looks like their Risa is cut off though. I don't know if their Mercy can be able to keep them up. Trying their best.
With the new Mercy heal,
got,
though, that might help.
Yeah,
it does help.
They got out. That was very surprising.
And blue team kept everyone alive. Good. Do have a beat ready and attack visor ready as well on the blue side. Early pick. Great early pick.
How can they stop the res though? That doesn't look like that.
Ryan is separated, going for a risky charge, being booped away. Now taking the front lines underneath the bridge while everybody's above. Do have a wheel coming up behind.
Tire coming in. Oh, gets nobody.
Nope. Res on the secondary support. Do hear slam.
Solo shatter on the tanks. Could not follow it up.
And the Junkrat take control, not quite. We do have a cleanup with this Orisa, so we do have a huge turnaround now.
They may be able to get a first checkpoint here. There is three coming in, so they might be able to drop down and get a quick engage. But it looks like they're going to let them have it.
Yeah, it's best to do that for sure, just to keep a little bit back up. That charge being blocked by Javelin. Yes. You have a attempt at a back tap here with the Ryan.
I think it was a little bit of a soft disengage, which was a really good call just to get the rest of their team in. But unfortunately, I was going to say there was a couple early picks, but that attack visor, now that there's not a D.Va anymore, it's doing a lot more damage.
It's just free reign with the attack visor.
That was the great 4K from Soldier there.
With 15 seconds left, the blue team does need to stick with the robot quite well.
10 seconds.
Here, Reinhardt charging in.
Here comes attack visor from No Name.
Taking out the Merc. Oh, taking out the support, taking out the Merc. Red team looks like they're going to be taking the point here, and this might be able to remove the risky.
Yeah, it was a tough fight to win at the end there. There was a clear ult advantage.
Hey, it was a good. It was a good kind of attempt at taking the point back, right? They brought it all the way to the next checkpoint, but in the end it wasn't enough. Sakuda with the play of the game. So the Ryan pick helping up just a bit here.
The Ajax, you hate to see it.
Alright, well that's the kind of the first stream game for the DMCI Overwatch tournament. With No Name Brand taking the win and advancing in the brackets. I do not have an image of the bracket, unfortunately, but I think right now we're still waiting on a couple more teams to plan out their matches, and if they do have a match lined up with a viable time for me to stream, then we'll stream it. Yeah, what are your thoughts, Cheese, Alex, on the game?
Little one-sided, unfortunately. I'm always a fan of kind of long, lengthy battles where everybody gets to showcase a little bit of their skills. There's, a couple little hints and tricks of things that might help out in terms of some of the longevity of playing this game. I hope these students kind of stick around and keep at it and have some fun with it. But really, there was a few mid-game adjustments from both ends that started working out in their favor. So a little bit of refinement, a little bit of pre-strategy, and I think may have been a lot closer of a game.
And the nice thing with this tournament too, with it being double elimination, United Buddies does have the opportunity to take advantage of their mistakes and kind of learn from them and apply them to the next match, whoever they're going to be up against next in the lower bracket. And we'll see who No Name Brand is up against next. Actually, if I take a quick look at the bracket, which I unfortunately can't pull up. We do have No Name Brand going up against our highest seeded team in the next round, whenever that is planned out. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be really interesting to see how they kind of fare against a higher seeded team.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see for sure. Kind of if their strategies hold up, if they're be able to play their game, or if they're going to have to be a little bit more reactive in making picks and swaps and counter picks. You know, it's always nice when your game plan actually kind of goes through and you can kind of follow that, but this is Overwatch, and a lot of the times that doesn't happen, and you kind of have to make changes on the fly. So
yeah, and that's the point of the game, right? It was designed for players to switch characters to take advantage of whatever situation they're in. If they're behind, can they choose a character or choose a hero that kind of helps with that kind of return on the fight there. Yeah. All right, so it looks like we'll end the stream here and keep you posted on when the next